If I wanted to get in shape this summer without knowing nothing about training, dieting, or losing fat, this is what I would do. First, I would not worry about counting calories. I would not overcomplicate my workout split or workout program. And I would not do extreme diets to lose fat as fast as possible. And these are all rules that I applied to my clients to lose fat, build muscle, be more energetic in just 2 months. All of these clients are just 2 months of progress. So let's go straight to the point, things that actually work. This is just for you to see that getting shape is not that hard. You just need to apply things properly. So the first thing is stop trying to eat less. The problem is that a lot of guys are trying to eat less and less and less when they want to get in shape to lose the extra fat. And this is a big mistake. You cannot sustain this in the long run. Usually you're able to do this for a week, just eating salads and greens and lean chicken breast. This will not work for more than 1 or 2 weeks because the cravings will come, the hunger will come, the energy will go down, and this is the wrong way to do things. What I want you to do is apply the nutrient-dense volume eating. This means eating the most food for the least calorie as possible. Here is some examples of foods that you can eat a lot without worrying about gaining a few kilograms. And also, you're gonna eat high nutrient density and protein foods. And all of these will be in my free guide, the Summer Shape Protocol. You'll have their workout split example with exercise demonstration, so you don't get lost with what exercises to do. There will be there an example of the exercise that you should do, how to progress with your training, cardio, how to do the cardio properly to help you lose fat, and dieting. It will explain this of volume eating and nutrient-dense eating, meal examples, food examples, and how much you should be eating, like a range of how much you should be eating so you can lose the extra fat, get in shape, be more energetic, and be healthier. And this guide will be everything that you need to get in shape this summer if you apply everything there. And when you apply this nutrient-dense volume eating approach, you'll be more satiated, you'll reduce cravings, no mental stress about food and dieting. This is a big thing for a lot of people. Some people have this stress about what should I eat? I'm eating way too much, way too less, and they end up burning out. And also, you can apply the 80-20 rule. Once a week, you'll have whatever you want for a single meal, but the rest of the time, you will apply the volume eating. And this will be also in the guide explaining how you do this. So basically, you're gonna have on a Sunday your normal meals, and then you go out with your girlfriend or with your family, and you can have a ice cream with no worries. Second thing, train hard and train often. Beginners need to practice a lot, have good intensity and frequency, and no fancy programming. You don't need to do the most advanced exercises. You don't need to do deadlifts. You don't need to do squats. You don't need to do bench press. You don't need to do pull-ups. You need to do things that are easy to start. You're going to do the same core movements 2 to 3 times a week. That's all that you need. You don't need to change things every single session. You're going to do the same thing 2 to 3 times a week. And how to choose exercise or movement. Rule number 1, you're gonna look for stable exercises, then easy to do progressive overload, easy to standardize, and not limited by balance or coordination. Stable, meaning a machine versus a bodyweight exercise. Machines is way more stable, and this will allow you to apply way more force, and as a beginner, this will be a big plus for you because coordination or balance will not be a factor that limits you to produce as much force as possible. Easy to progressive overload, meaning it's easier to make it harder. For example, in a machine, you just need to put more weight. And this is the easiest thing you can do to consistently make progress. Easy to standardize, meaning in a single session, you can learn the movement. Example, a chest press versus a bench press. On a chest press, in 2-3 sets, you learn how to do the movement, and you can already feel your chest. Meanwhile, on a bench press, there's a lot of cues: your legs, your arch, elbow position, elbow movement, all of that. And is not limited by balance or coordination. An example here, you have the T-bar row and you have the barbell row. On a T-bar row, you have your chest supported, and this will take the balance off, and you'll be more stable and able to produce as much force as possible. Meanwhile, here, you'll have problems as you had more weight. You may feel your glutes, you may feel your hamstrings, you may feel your core, your lower back starting to get stimulated, and you don't want this if you want to put as much force in your back and develop your back. You don't want these things to limit you from producing as much force as possible and have the best stimulus as possible. So these are the rules that you need to follow, and again, it will be all in the guide. Now, how to train. You want to do 2 to 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps, RPE 7 to 9, 2 to 3 times a week. Not 3 to 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps, RPE 5 once a week. Most guys in the gym will do this: 3 to 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. If you're able to do 4 sets and 12 reps, if you go to the last set and you're able to do 12 reps, this means that what you did before was not enough stimulus to promote muscle growth. You may have a bit of burn, or you may have a pump, but this does not mean muscle growth, that you gave enough stimulus for your muscles to grow. This means you're training wrong. If you're working on an RPE 5, 4, 6, in the beginning, yes, you may make some progress, but then it gets to a point that you will not see more progress anymore, and this is the problem of most guys. So ditch this. If you're able to do 4 sets and 12 reps and complete the 12 reps, it means that it's not enough stimulus. And the problem is that you accumulate more fatigue than you should, and you're not able to train the same muscle more than once a week. And as a beginner, intermediate, you want a lot of practice to stimulate strength and muscle growth. And what is RPE, you may ask? It will be in the guide, so get it and you'll learn everything that you need to apply right away. And then add a little cardio. No marathons, no extreme cardios. You're just gonna walk, bike, incline treadmill, or whatever you enjoy. It can be playing basketball, it can be playing football. You don't need to take things to extremes. You just need to do enough so it will help you create calorie deficit and improve your fitness. I'd say aim for 200 to 300 calories a day or every 2 days, depending on your time, situation, and all of these things. On the treadmill or on the bike in the gym, you can see how much calories you've burned. It's not, of course, it's not like the exact calories that you've burned, but you can have an idea of how many calories you've burned, and this will help you out. Example, let's say you do 3 sessions of 350 calories. That's 1,000 calories. That's a 1,000 calories that you've burned throughout the week. And this little thing will help you tons with losing the extra fat without burning yourself down or affecting your muscle growth. So that's basically it. The guide will be in the description. Go get it. It will definitely help you out get in shape this summer. So that's it. See y'all in the next video.